Greetings and hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at slope. So what is slope? Some people define slope as the rise over the run. The more common definition of slope is change in y over change in x. So this is the Greek letter delta, which means change in. So let's translate that to English. Change in y divided by change in x. And how does this look for a formula? The formula for this is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is what we're going to use for today, is this formula to help us solve out some problems. So let's take a look at number 1. So I have the points -3, 4, and I have the points 1, 7. So I want to find the slope of this. So I'm going to use this formula that I have right here. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what's going to be my 1's and what's going to be my 2's? So looking at the original problem, because I always read from left to right, this is going to be my x1, this is going to be my y1, this is going to be my x2, this is going to be my y2. So now I have them, let's plug them into the formula. So y2 is 7 minus 4 divided by 1 minus -3. When I have this double negative like this is really addition. So this becomes 7 minus 4 over 1 plus 3. Well, 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So the slope of this problem would be 3/4. But what if I had done it the other way? What if this had been my x1, y1, and this had been my x2, y2? Would I get the same problem? Well, let's plug it in and see. 4 minus 7 divided by -3 minus 1. 4 minus 7 is -3. -3 minus 1 is -4. When I have two negatives, that turns into a positive. So this is just 3/4. So we get the same exact answer. So it doesn't matter if this is your first and this is your second, or if this is your first and this is your second. You're going to get the same answer either way. Let's try another problem. So find the slope. -1, 3, and 4, 1. So this is going to be my x1. This is going to be my y1. This is going to be my x2. This is going to be my y2. So let's go ahead and plug these into your formula. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that's going to be 1 minus 3 over 4 minus -1. When we have the double negatives like that, that turns into positive. So this becomes 1 minus 3 over 4 plus 1. And then 1 minus 3 is -2. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the slope for this problem is -2 over 5. So we have a positive slope. We have a negative slope. Let's keep working. Find the slope. I have the points 2, 5, and 4, 5. So this is going to be my x1. This is going to be my y1. This is going to be my x2. This is going to be my y2. My formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let's plug in the numbers that we have. So y2 is 5 minus 5 divided by 4 minus 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. And when we divide 0 by 2, we end up getting 0. So this has a slope of 0. And this looks like something we've worked with before. This problem is just y equals 5. And the graph for this problem, this is going to be a very rough graph. If this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis, then it's just going to be a flat line across y equals 5, also known as a horizontal line. So problems like this end up giving you a horizontal line. They have a slope of 0 because they do not rise at all. Let's take a look at another example. Find the slope. -3, 2, and -3, 7. So this is my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is my y2. So I have the formula, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let's plug in our numbers that we have. So this is going to be 7 minus 2 over -3 minus -3. Well, when we have the double negatives like this, it turns into a positive. So this becomes 7 minus 2 over -3 plus 3, which is 5 over 0. And we cannot divide by 0, so this problem is known as undefined. And what does an undefined problem look like? Again, this is something we've seen before. This one looks like this, x equals -3. And our rough graph for this problem would be this graph, which is a vertical line. So when the slope is 0, you have a horizontal line. When the slope is undefined, you have a vertical line. And then a positive slope going from left to right is coming up. A negative slope going from left to right is coming down. So these are the types of slopes that you're going to encounter over the course of your work. Let's try one more problem where they give us a little more information, but they take something away that we've been working with. So this is problem number 5. So we want to find r. We have -4, 5, and 4r, but this time we have the slope. And we can use the letter m to represent what slope is, and the slope for this problem is 3 over 4. So we want to find one of our points. Normally we're given both of our points, but in this problem they're like, no, we're going to take one of your points away, but we're going to give you the slope instead. And I say, okay, that's fine. I can work with this because I have my formula of y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and that equals m, which is the letter that represents what a slope is. So let's start putting in what we have. So our y2 is r this time. So this is going to be r. Our y1 is 5 minus 5. Divide by x2 is 4 minus -4. Equals our slope, which is 3 over 4. When I have the two negatives right there, that turns into an addition problem. So r minus 5 over 4 plus 4 equals 3/4. Let's add these two together. So that gives me r minus 5 over 8 equals 3/4. Now we have a two-step equation that we've solved before in the past. So to solve this, I want to undo the division. So I'm going to multiply by the number that's dividing, and the number that's dividing is 8. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. On the left, I end up just getting r minus 5. On the right, I get 3 times 8, which is 24, divided by 4. And 24 divided by 4 is 6. One step done, one step to go. Add 5 to both sides. When I do that, I end up getting r equals 11. So the point that we're missing is 11. So go ahead and review through the types of slopes that we have and how do we find a missing value when given the slope. Have a good day.